Hey guys, what's up? A lot of you have been asking me to review the latest video by Eddie Hall. He's doing the carnivore diet as an experiment right now, as far as I understand. We'll see how he's doing.
Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel. So today we are exactly one.
He really needs to lose a lot of weight. It's not healthy to be this obese.
1 pound from the carnivore diet. I have eaten nothing but meat produce and eggs for a month, for 30 days basically.
I like how he shows the meat cooked already, which means that he's of course not following a carnivore diet, so to speak. He's not living like a natural carnivore because none of them cook their meat, obviously.
And I guess today is about seeing how I'm progressing, what problems I've found arising from the diet, and just how I'm feeling in general. I've definitely lost weight, so the before and after pictures are coming up very short in the video. My energy levels are great. I've had a few problems, such as shitting myself and other things, but I've managed to remedy that with tweaks in the diet. So stay tuned. First up is breakfast, where I'm going to have salmon, eggs, cottage cheese. So breakfast is 5 full, big, organic eggs.
Eggs are good. If it's good quality eggs, then you can also eat them raw. No need to destroy the nutrients.
We're going to have 2 packs.
That looks like farmed salmon based on the color alone. Maybe I'm wrong, but it's unlikely. And if it is, then it's very unhealthy. Eat whatever meat you want, but you need to stay away from 2 things. Farmed salmon and pork. It's the most toxic animals that humans consume today. It's really bad.
Of 100 grams of salmon. So 2 packs of salmon. Well, try to spoon to the Professor Sean Baker. He's like an expert. He like wrote the book.
Sean Baker is a pretty cool guy overall. I've talked to him also in the past. Not that I agree with the diet he's promoting overall, obviously, but it's better than what most people on Earth promote, which is why overall I support what he's doing.
The carnivore diet, right at Zoom with him, and he gave me some great tips. And help me relax about things as well, because I was putting a lot of dairy into my diet. I saw in the comments, I was asking the viewers, are we doing the right thing? And a lot of the comments were saying, no, you need to cut dairy out completely or minimize it to just a little bit of full fat cream. But then I spoke to this professor and he's like, well, I just had a kilo of Greek yogurt like 10 minutes ago. So he says like, and I feel great.
The only reason you should be consuming dairy is really if you cannot get hydrated any other way, which is why you would be drinking raw milk, or if you can't get raw animal fat any other way, which is why you should be consuming raw butter or raw cream. But if you generally eat some pasteurized garbage dairy, why? If you can actually get meat and proper animal fat, there's no need. At the end of the day, it's still cow's food or whatever milk you're consuming.
So he gave me some good tips, he gave me some good things to sort of snack on, and he reassured me that dairy is completely fine, hence I've got full fat cottage cheese.
Dairy cannot be fine. It is made for other animals. It has growth hormones, which will age you quicker. Is it a lot quicker? Depends what kind of dairy you're consuming, but it is supposed to make a baby cow grow into a big cow. It does, of course, biochemically age you, make you grow a lot quicker. Sure, if you want to be huge and obese like this guy, that's great, but if you want to be healthy, it's horrible.
Yeah, so along with plenty of salt on the food, I'm having a good dose of electrolytes with the compulsory magnesium, potassium, sodium.
That would be fine if it would be bioavailable. Seeing as I don't know what he's using, I can't really comment on it. Just consume natural liquids with electrolytes and you will be fine.
Single time I fill this jug up, I have a scoop of the hydro in it. And I have 5 to 6 of these a day. So I'm on 10 to 12 litres a day of water with electrolytes, which is, honestly, with how much I sweat and how much I move, is literally imperative. Got to do it.
Technically, it would be a good idea to consume a lot of electrolytes if you sweat a lot, because if you sweat out the electrolytes, it can cause insane problems. And actually also heart attacks, which not a lot of people talk about, especially if you deplete your selenium.
Do you ever want to go see a salmon again? Would you go fishing after this?
But I was sometimes like 200 grams of red salad every most morning.
It's interesting that everybody who eats fish in their What I Eat in a Day videos always eats salmon, even though there's so many different kinds of fish out there, available everywhere. And all of them are better than farmed salmon.
It's just hard to get down.
So considering you just eat another, 200 grams of salmon, is it still enjoyable?
Not as good as it was. first mouthful was great, like 200 grams right about. Oh, that was a beautiful breakfast. Beautiful. 1,500 calories, 150 gram protein. No.
Still, compared to what he was eating before, all of those useless vegetables, it's way better.
Quite full, but I could probably eat a bit more, but I've got to go training in a little bit. I'm going to smash down my supplements now, go for a little walk, do a little stretch, and then we'll head to training and just see how my body's feeling on this new adjusted diet. Right, I've cut down the supplements a lot just to try it, so I'm not taking any of the greens, I'm not taking any like the
That's great. There's nothing good about them.
vitamin C powders and the glutathione and stuff like that. I said again, that Sean Baker, the carnivore expert, just said just cut them out for a bit and just see how you feel, and I feel good. So maybe it's something I need to keep up. One of the big things I found now I'm in my 30s and getting on a bit is my joints are a little bit buggered, and I've noticed that taking certain ingredients really do help your joints. So I formulated a big joint.
It's not normal to have problems with your joints in general, let alone in your 30s.
Which has got absolutely everything that your joints need to be healthy, agile.
Very interesting how brainwashed somebody can be. They are holding this powder or whatever pills in their hand, and they actually believe that it has what you need for your joints. Very interesting. Very, very severe brainwash. Seeing as usually you have synthetic ingredients anyway, which only harm you, but even if there's natural ingredients, which wouldn't be natural obviously anymore anyway, seeing as it has been processed into a powder, then you would still not be able to actually absorb any of that because it's a powder. Only from natural food, which I actually have right here, which is full of enzymes. It's really as nutrient dense as anything can be, and also you have all of the living organisms on it, inside of it. Only this can actually be digested by your body and assimilated, because there's no way that you can consume powders and actually get really anything much out of it. I think that he also doesn't understand that supplements are not regulated, which is why they can sell you just about anything and write that it's good for your joints. They are actually allowed to do this. Is there proof? Of course there isn't any whatsoever.
And then also, I've been trying for kids with my wife for years, like since my son Maximus was born 12 years ago. I've been trying for kids unsuccessfully up until...
Oh my god, man. Jesus.
Recently, I've just had a daughter, sort of baby daughter, and we've got another baby on the way. And now, during that time, I searched high and low for formulas, for ingredients, stuff just to help me, just like in any way possible to make those little differences in getting my wife pregnant. So I formulated Big Love because I couldn't really find anything out there that did everything. So this does libido, it does sperm volume, it does endurance in the bedroom.
Big Love? I'll try to look it up. I found the supplement on this website. Obviously, it's absolute garbage. You have zinc. Who knows from where? Is it even real? Is it absorbable? You will never know with supplements. There's really not even a point in trying to find out, because if you would write to them, they wouldn't tell you anything. B6 again. Is it even real? We have no idea. And then you have a bunch of herbs and flowers, which is crazy. And the reason they sell this is because they make you adrenalize, similar to coffee, because of how toxic they are, and these actually kill the sperm in your testicles. Pretty crazy actually that he's promoting this, because this is actually an infertility supplement. If you want to become infertile, yeah, this is what you need. There we have it, but it's the same. Pine pollen. Would you eat pine pollen in nature? No, literally never. It's so disgusting and toxic. All of the herbs and flowers are bitter, poisonous, nothing that you would ever consume. And then probably some synthetic forms of some vitamins and minerals. But this is how they get money out of very dumb people. If you would simply just eat liver, not even every day, just 2, 3, 4 times a week, you'll be fertile. How could you not be? It's super simple. It has everything. It is more than enough to make you absolutely fertile, healthy as a woman and a man. But now, of course, they want to sell you something. I get it. He's trying to scam you, essentially. He's a businessman. And he's very ignorant also. It's just a combination of a businessman who's also just dumb and doesn't understand what he's doing. But if people would promote what I'm promoting, then they couldn't get any money out of it. I get it, because this has no money, because you're promoting natural food. At the very best, you could create your own online shop where you can order food. Okay, yeah, I guess there's always a way to make some kind of money out of it, but overall, you're really not making much. And all of these ingredients are dirt cheap. And this is all super huge garbage. And he would never tell you this. What was it? 30? Yeah, 39, so 40, yeah, to make it seem like it's in the 30s. So again, just a business trick. Yeah, he sells you this garbage for $40. How much does it cost to create it? $5. Yeah, probably that's about it.
And it's got a few ingredients in there that are going to aid fertility as well. So this, I'm hoping, is going to help a lot.
How? Explain it.
People that have been in my position that haven't been able to get the wife pregnant. So just put everything into one product. So you don't have to think about anything else. Libido, fertility, just endurance, like going again, everything. It's all in here. So anyone out there struggling to get the missus up the duff, this is the Right, I'll just slash all this down. I got a dose of Big Love, Big Joint. Did I talk about the name, Big Love? So I like a sign off on everything, Big Love. So I thought that was quite fitting.
Yeah, this guy is just dumb. Nobody can get through to him. He just doesn't get it.
Right, let's go for the walk. So I'm still doing my usual routine every day where I get up, have a breakfast, do supplement, take Mr. Numbnuts there for a walk.
Somewhere in the distance.
Well, he walks me, I think, it's more. There's been instances where he's literally...
There's nothing uglier on earth than a British neighborhood. It's just horrible. The weather, the architecture.
Yeah, this is what a proper gym looks like. You walk into the entrance and it's like, okay, it looks like 10 crackheads are going to sleep in the stairwell.
Is that not your warm-up fight?
You could see that he could hardly even walk up the stairs. It's just horrible to be in this kind of a body. It's so exhausting. Ooh, we can get an extended cut on Patreon of him doing what exactly? Of course, the slave needs the gloves. Oh my god, man, he's just such a tumor. He's so slow. There's no way that he could win any fight against any natural human ever. I would bet everything that I have that I could do 1,000,000 fights with him, literally, I mean it, and I would win all of the 1,000,000 fights. I really mean it. He would just have no chance. I just cannot imagine how he could possibly be able to touch me. It's just impossible. He can't. He's just a huge... Yeah, this is why these slaves always fight in a cage. It's because they know that they would lose in a natural environment. Imagine him against somebody from a tribe. Would he even last like 20, 30 seconds? Realistically, it's impossible. Against me, he wouldn't last for more than a minute. Yeah, he would be on his knees begging within a minute. 100%, I guarantee it. I would actually do it. If there's a possibility, I know that he would be afraid to do it, but if he would, and there's no way that he would do it, because he knows that he has no chance, he would never get to touch me. And that's the reality. I mean, that's how weak these people are. Pathetic, really pathetic, disgusting.
Right, that's fight training done. It's hard. I mean, bouncing around and kicking like that, 160 plus kilos. It's hard work, and big props to the coach as well. It's like taking them kicks a ladder for me. Literally putting life on my...
Yeah, I'm kicking and punching in it because I'm a slave. Because that's all that he learned to do as a slave. Oh my god. Oh my god. Really sad.
And I'm going to head home and get a 1 kilo T-bone ribeye steak in me. See you at home. Right then, for luncheon, we're going to have 1.2 kilo, whatever we call it, I don't know, call it a ribeye T-bone, whatever that is. And this is the beautiful thing on this diet, is you can just eat like an absolute king. Ribeye steaks, eggs.
Yeah, he's actually pretty much right, except that he's not eating any organs, which is what the kings would be eating, but close enough. Why do you cook it and destroy half of the protein and all of the micronutrients, though? By all, I mean most likely, depending on how much he will cook it.
Like eating whole chickens, but also really healthy at the same time. The thickness of that bad boy. Look at that.
That looks like pretty good quality meat. I would bet that you could eat it raw for sure. I would.
That's it.
And why would you destroy it? Literally, your senses tell you that it looks super appetizing. I just want to bite into that. It just looks really good. Why would you cook it? Because you're brainwashed, I get it. You're brainwashed in many ways.
It's a proper steak. Of course, and one ingredient when you're cooking steak is salt. Butter.
You don't need salt whatsoever. In general, obviously, let alone when you eat meat. If you mean for sodium, it has way too much sodium, obviously. It's toxic. It causes necrosis. It kills your cells. Salt is toxic. It's just a toxin. Meat has enough sodium, obviously. Naturally, obviously, because you're eating an animal. And the animal was healthy, we can assume, which means that it had already the minerals that you need.
Salt. Lots and lots of salt. Just sear this all sides, and I'll bang it in the oven for 15-20 minutes to make sure the inside's a little bit cooked. But it's important that you cook spit steak. Rare, medium rare, never cook a steak well done. Not only does it ruin the taste, it actually bleaks down.
Yeah, of course, because the best taste is when it's raw. Overall, but in the middle, that's what you mean.
The proteins in the meat, what makes them less potent and absorbable.
Has this guy been watching my videos or what? That's exactly what I told him. It's as if he's slowly learning.
Alright, Dave, look at that. That is how you cook a ribeye steak. That's beautiful.
Yeah, he didn't overcook it, at least. It's something.
The big thing on the diet, wow, is like eating the fat. A lot of people say, I'll cut the fat away. Well, no, that's my energy. That's my carbs in essence. That's what's going to fuel me.
Best tasting bit of the steak as well.
It is.
The only thing is also that when you cook the meat, the water leaves the meat. Of course, you lose the micronutrients, but also the carbohydrates which would be in fresh meat. This isn't fresh meat, as you could see. Most of the meat that they sell us nowadays is pretty dry because it has been sitting there for a while. But typically, if you would hunt a fresh animal, then you would be getting the blood, the organs, the liver would be full of glycogen, the muscles would also be. So you would be getting a lot of glycogen, sugar, carbohydrates. That's why the fake carnivore diet also doesn't work. There's many reasons why it doesn't work long term, but one of the reasons is that you're getting almost no carbohydrates at all. You should be eating a pretty low carbohydrate diet. That's how it would be naturally, with some times when you find honey and a fruit tree, when you would eat a lot, that's all fine. But overall, from the animals, you would be getting carbohydrates, whereas nowadays people eat very little carbohydrates. It could even be ketogenic for sure at times, but the way people eat the cooked fake carnivore diet, they're eating close to zero carbohydrates, and that's abnormal. That's a diet that doesn't exist in nature.
Everything I will say about this diet is bloody expensive. That was a fairly quick T-bone. I just work out the calories of that quickly. Let me go in.
What does it matter for you? You have a lot of money, right? This guy is probably a millionaire. Then just eat the best food possible. What else should you be spending money on other than your health? Nothing. It's the most important. Take care of your health and your family. Eat the best food. Give your family the best food.
The milkshake, and then I'll tot it all up. Right, now the strawberry this time. 21 grams protein per scoop.
Also, the funny thing is that the liver I was holding here is better than what everybody eats on Earth. It's not even expensive. That's the thing. And it's very good quality liver. He would be way better off eating liver and giving his family liver. It's better than anything that he's eating. Not even comparable to these garbage powders. What is he gonna do? Scoop some whey protein?
Half a scoop of powder. Fiber, sorry. What fibers?
Hey, he just cannot learn. That's just the thing. Except if you start eating what humans eat in nature, which is raw meat, and he should also be drinking blood, and he can easily do that with his money. He can easily get tons of blood every day, not even a problem. It's impossible for him to realize that you shouldn't be consuming these powders. You don't need to cook your food and so on. You can't, because you don't feel optimally the way you should as a human. Once you do, you realize it's all garbage. You were lied to your whole life. But yeah, this guy's just lost. What's wrong with you? Why don't you just eat what humans eat in nature? Why don't you eat what all of your ancestors ate? Why do you have to be such a slave?
2,900 calories for the steak, 240 grams protein, 210 calories for the eggs, 80 grams of protein. Then the milk with 2 scoops of whey is 600 calories, and in total, 60 grams of protein. So just for that meal, I have had 300.
He didn't cook the meat as much. Still, of course, you destroy some of the protein, which means that you get less calories. So these numbers cannot be right. Man, he's getting his son, what did he say, he's 12 years old, into the same slave routine as him. Understandable, it's usually what we do with our children. We believe that the way we live is the right way, which is why we teach it to our children. In this case, of course, it's the completely wrong way, and you're gonna destroy your child's life. Sad. Messed up.
How's your training been going, Max? I've seen you been pulling some big deadlifts.
I enjoy it.
Yeah? What do you reckon you're strong?
Yeah, but you don't. Literally, we can see it. It's your face expression. You hate it. Maybe he has to lie for his father.
Strongest lift is?
I have in my Minecraft
Yeah.
200 something.
That's big.
Trying.
Also, his body fat is pretty high. He may become as obese as the father.
Got me in physio bed, got me infrared lights, I sleep on earth mattresses, I drink high pH water with electrolytes. Like, everything I do is all about recovery. But honestly, like, one of the best things you can do to recover is a hot bath. Like,
Oh, wow. I'm glad to hear that. Again, has he watched my videos about him? Because that's exactly what I was talking about when he was taking the ice baths, doing the cold showers. He probably still does that, but maybe he understands now that warmth, I don't know about hot baths, he probably just means very warm baths. Those are, of course, very beneficial overall for your body, for recovery. Whatever you want, it's just great for you. He's starting to understand something. I just don't get why he just doesn't live naturally. And as much as you can as a slave today. You could for sure eat way better food.
seriously, it's one of the best things you can do. It's like, just go and float in a hot bath, add some of one of the cold and those salts, and I can literally wheel starfish in it, and I just fill it up, boil it hot water. I'll chop a couple of scoops of salt in there, bath salts.
Epsom salt.
Epsom salts, that's it. Chop a couple of cups of Epsom salt in there and just soak in a hot bath for half an hour. And honestly, like, sometimes that is all you need. Like, sometimes I will scrap all the hot and cold, I will scrap the physio, and I'll just cancel it all and be like, you know what, it's not a hot bath tonight.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you should be doing. You should be listening to your own body. When you looked at the steak before the T-bone, did you not want to eat it raw? Come on, man. I'm sure that you did. You work out so much, you have so much stress in your life. Of course you want to eat raw meat. Obviously, every human does, but I'm sure that you're aware enough that you actually did. I get it, you're brainwashed your whole life. You believe that you should cook it for whatever reason. Most likely because you're afraid of microbes. The invisible boogeyman.
I'm loving it, I'm hating it. But I think the results speak for themselves. I feel great, my information feels good, my strength's gone through the roof, I'm sleeping better, and I can eat as much
Yeah, because you eat a lot better than you used to.
as I want to a degree. I can just eat as much meat and dairy and eggs as I want, and I don't put weight on. Absolutely insane. Right, I think that's a wrap.
Not really insane at all. It's pretty normal. That's how it should be. You should still lose a lot of weight.
I hope you enjoyed that today. I think it's been insightful for myself. Well, just for you guys. Let me know in the comments what you think of my diet so far. Obviously, I've made adjustments. I'm going to make more adjustments
I'll tell you in a second.
after today. I think that lumen has aided me into realizing how much carbs in the dairy, and probably that's where I'm downfalling with the ketosis. I'm going to make some adjustments. But yeah, hit me on the comments. What do you think of the diet? What changes do you think I should make going forward? And am I going to make it to the end of 3 months? I've got another 2 months of this. What's it going to do to my body? I cannot wait to see. But thank you for watching, guys.
Alright, here's what you need to do. You gotta start eating raw meat, which I have right next to me here. I already showed it a few times during the video. You need to start eating organs in general, but cooked organs really don't taste good. Everybody says that, especially cooked liver. And if you get raw liver from good, healthy animals, don't only look at what the animals get fed, but also the medication and everything. Then it will taste sweet-ish, at least. It just has a really good taste. Really, there's nothing much better on this earth than raw liver. It's a superfood. Super delicious, mega superfood. It will make you feel as good as you have never felt before in your life. And if you add more organs to it, fuck man, you're gonna at last understand what I'm talking about. If you don't, you're never gonna get it. Sure, this guy for sure now feels better on his fake cooked carnivore diet, which Sean Baker promotes. Again, he promotes a way better diet than what most people promote, but there's just no way that I could ever recommend eating this way. It's just impossible, because I know that it's impossible to be optimally happy and healthy eating cooked food in general. You will never feel the way you're naturally supposed to. There's just no way that I will ever promote it. Is it better than the way over 90% of people on Earth eat? Absolutely, yeah. You could say that he's heading into the right direction, except that he's probably not gonna get any further than this. This is probably his ultimate elimination diet or whatever he thinks about it, because as far as I understand, some of the foods were bothering his gut, his sleep, which is why now, of course, it's better, of course, because you're not eating fiber, which is indigestible. That causes a lot of gut issues, sleep problems also. You're not getting that many anti-nutrients. I don't know what he's getting from those powders, probably some. You're not getting as many toxins. Everything that you were getting from these toxic vegetables that you were eating. The seeds also, insanely bad for you, full of glyphosate, which makes you infertile. You were talking about fertility before. Of course, this is better, totally. Don't get me wrong. It's just that I could never, in general, promote this kind of a diet. At the very best, I can say that he's doing better now. He will never actually feel the way a man is naturally supposed to feel. It's impossible biochemically. You can't. You can't give a cow cooked grass and some other garbage and then expect the cow to feel the way the cow is naturally supposed to feel. Can a bull feel as good on cooked grass? The nutrients, the enzymes, it will all be gone. The microbes, how can the cow have a healthy so-called gut, the 4 chambers, the stomach? It will slowly be destroyed. It's just stupid, ignorant to believe that you can actually be healthy on a cooked carnivore diet. Thanks for watching.